Hi everyone and welcome to The Learning Ladder. Today I'm doing another prepping for 4th grade video. I've got quite a lot of things I want to get accomplished, so we'll get started soon, but I just wanted to tell you something funny. You know when you have one of those days where random things happen and you just think, seriously, did that just happen? So it started off earlier on today where a woman knocked on the door. I always look through the camera and everything to see who it was, and I thought it was the courier from something I'd ordered from Amazon. And I opened the door and she said, her exact words were, "Hi love, are you alright for towels or bedding?" And I just was like, what? Yes. And then she goes, "What about tables and lamps?" And I'm just thinking, who the hell is this woman? I said, yes. She didn't even have a catalogue or anything with her. And she's like, okay, well, I'm around in this area a lot, I'll call back another time. I'm thinking, huh? I just closed the door because I think some weird woman, whoever, I don't know who the heck she was. She had no catalogue with her. There was no car or van or anything with a company name on, so I don't know who the heck she was. But it just was very random. Anyway, that was that. But I just thought it was really odd. And then later on, our car key, it's a card for the car rather than an actual key, and it wasn't working. So we phoned the insurance company and they said, oh, there's nothing we can do because we have got car key protection with them, but apparently it's useless because it's only if your key's stolen. So they said, oh, there's nothing we can do, you have to phone someone to a locksmith, a car locksmith, to actually fix it. So we did that, and the guy came. And he said, oh, it's not, he said he could fix it. He said it would be £98 to fix it. And he said when he arrived, he fiddled with it for a while, and then he said, oh, they couldn't do it. That it wasn't the key card, it was the key card reader. And I'm thinking, oh my, it's going to cost hundreds of pounds. So I was like, okay, how much do I have to pay you? And he says, oh, it's £20 for a call out. £20, give him the £20, off he goes. After we went, it started ringing around getting quotes, and for actual card reader, and it's getting scary because I'm thinking it's going to cost hundreds and hundreds of pounds, and we'd already paid so much to fix it back when it needed its MOT. I'm thinking, oh, this is not good. And then we thought we'd try my old key because I had a separate key, and put that in. It didn't. My key card was broken ages ago, and it wouldn't open the doors, but for whatever reason, apparently it's broken from not opening the doors, but not for starting the car. So we put the car key in, key card into the key card reader to start the engine, and it works just fine. So there was absolutely nothing wrong with the card reader in the car. It was the second key. So now we've got one key that opens the doors but won't start the engine, and then another car key which will start the engine but won't open the doors. But the good news is we don't have to buy this card reader thing, which probably would have cost hundreds and hundreds of pounds. And then he got 20 quid for nothing. So he lied and said it was the card reader because he knew he couldn't do it. But he still didn't want to get, no money. But the irony of it is, oh, and that was the other thing. I asked him, could he email us a receipt because we paid cash. And he said yes he would, and he hasn't emailed the receipt. But the irony of it is that he left his card reader and his USB cable in the car, which probably is going to cost more than 20 quid to replace. So the fact that he's tried to swindle us has actually backfired on him, because he's ended up having to, well, unless he asks them for us, at which case we're going to say to him, well, actually, by the way, can we have our £20 back, because it wasn't the card reader, it was the key. What I think happened is he's realised, which he should have known at the time, that you needed a special dealership code in order to activate the key, and he obviously didn't have the dealership code, and he thought he was just going to get away with 20 quid, I'm guessing. I don't know, but yeah, it'd be really interesting to see if he asks for his stuff back, his card reader and his USB cable, or if he just doesn't. But I'm sure they would probably cost more than 20 quid, so in my mind it'd be better for him to be honest and say, look, I'm sorry, I messed up, here's your 20 quid back, give me back my stuff, and we'll call it a day, and that'd be great. That's what we'd do. But yeah, so that's what my morning started off. Like weird people knocking on the door, and then a locksmith who tried to rip us off. But there you go. Now let's get to prepping for 4th grade. Just got this little planner, and I am using my notebook, but this one I wanted something that had dates in, for little trips and classes and things, groups that we go to. and I saw this last year's version of this on another homeschool channel, Raising Rainbows, and I thought it was so cute. So I went on to the website and I found it, and it was on sale for $6.99, so I had to get it. So it says, when it rains, look for rainbows. I just love it so much. It's so cute, and it's got all the rainbow colour on the side, and it's gorgeous. So it is a page a day apart from on the weekends when it's split. I just love that. It's gorgeous. Just got these from Pay Teachers in the sale. So 4th grade Centres Math and Literacy. It's a year-long bundle. It's a growing bundle, that's why it's cheaper. But it's going to be over 1,500 pages when complete, so that's an amazing price. You get 10 ELA centres and 10 math centres every month, and they're all themed, which I really like, so that's going to be really fun. So I just bought that in the Teachers Pay Teachers sale. So this is what you get. I just like having little themed activities that we can do, you know, as a break from our curriculum, or as, you know, as a fun thing. And the fact that they're all themed, so there's going to be Christmas ones, there's going to be back to school ones, there's going to be spooky ones in October, hopefully. So yeah, spooky sentences, creepy contractions, yeah, it just makes it fun. And you're practicing all those essential 4th grade standard based skills, which are applicable to us too, so I'm excited about that. Okay, so I am just turning my computer on, and I'm going to do a comparison between SAC 754 and the new Good and Beautiful to finally decide what I want to start the year out with. Asking me now, I would say Saxon, but I want to go through the Good and the Beautiful because I've only had a quick look at it, but it looks really, really good. So that might change when I look through it. I also like, obviously, that it's in colour, it's really bright and everything else, but there's also video elements to it as well, which I think is really fun. And there's a mental math section, so I'm really excited to compare them, and I'll let you know once I do. And I've just got a little snack to keep me going. It's really dark. It's actually not that late, it's only 4:30, but it's just been raining, so it's really dark. But I'll get started and I'll let you know what I think of both of them soon. Okay, so I just went through the Good and the Beautiful and I love it. It's very comparable to Saxon, and I watched a couple of the videos that go with it and they were great. You don't have to use the videos, you can just read them in your lesson if you want to, so I'll just see what she thinks about the videos. I think that they would be a great addition, but she might, you know, decide if it's a concept she's very familiar with that she doesn't really need it. So we'll see. But I really do like it, so I'm trying to print it, but I don't know what's happening. I often find with the Good and Beautiful documents, I have to print them multiple times before they actually start working because they're huge documents. And also sometimes skipping the cover helps, and then printing the cover off separately. I don't know why. Very strange. Anyway, it's flattening now apparently, so hopefully that'll start printing soon. If not, I'm going to abandon printing and try again tomorrow because it's getting late now. But the post just arrived, and that thing that I ordered has finally come. It's been forever since I did my math haul that you saw, my math game. So this was the chart that was missing. So fraction, decimal, percentage, and then a shape. So that was that. I could have sworn I ordered something else as well, but at the time when I ordered this, it didn't come. I need to check to make sure. But anyway, that's maths. So I've been going through Dynon Science, and I'd said that I was going to do it by season. I've actually changed my mind. What I'm going to do is go by 6-week increments, and I'm going to pick 6. I'm going to do, I think I'm going to do it that way instead. And obviously some of those might last longer than 6 weeks because of the writing element to it, or it might not. It just depends on how much she's interested in it. So I've picked the first 6 that I want us to do, and I've got 1, 2, 3, 5 biology ones and a chemistry one. The reason I did it for the beginning of the school year is because I thought, I mentioned previously that we were going to do a magic school bus first day of school. You know, I dress up as Miss Frizzle, she dressed up as Liz. So I thought the perfect lesson would be the cold feet one from the magic school bus to go with that. So we'll start that for our first week of school. We'll start the episode 212 cold feet and do that biology lesson. And then I also wanted to get in bats for October because of Halloween, and I also wanted to get in spiders because of Halloween. So we can do going batty, and we can also do spins of web. during October. So I thought that would be great, and yeah, so I think I'm going to do it that way, at least for the first 6, and then I'll reassess and decide whether I actually want to do it by season, or whether I like this method where I pick 6 units. So we've got Cold Feet, Cracks a Yolk, Get Ready, Set and Dough for chemistry, Going Batty, Spins a Web, and In a Pickle, which is all about my microbes and bacteria. So I thought that would be a great one to end the first, our first break, so first 6 weeks break, because we always do 6 weeks thereabouts, sometimes it's 7, 6 weeks, then a week off. So I thought that would be a fun one to end on. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to do those first 6, and then I'll reassess at the end of that 6-week period whether I want to again carry on where I just pick ones that I think we should do in my particular order, or whether I should do it by season. I thought about doing it by science topic, but for the first 6 weeks I want to do it this way, and then I can always reassess, because obviously there is some logic in doing all of the biology ones, then going on to the physics ones, that way. But I don't know, I kind of like picking this way. I have for this first planning anyway, for this first planning period. So that's the ones we're going to do. So now I'm going to check books. So I already have the Staples books I need to order. I'm going to check my library too. I already have the staple books because I designed the curriculum around books that I already had, but there are a couple that I would like to get. So I want to get, for Cold Feet, the Ultimate Reptopedia book, because I think that would be a really great one. I don't need anything for Cracks a Yolk, so yay, I already have the ones I need. For the chemistry one, I already have the Kitchen Science cookbook, so we could use something from there. Or I could, I think I've got on my wish list Edible Science Experiments You Can Eat, so I might get that one. And then for biology, for Going Batty, I already have Science Comic Bats. So I want to look at DK the Bat book. I want to check that one out and see if that's something that we should get. And then there's 2 other options, Bats at the Library, and then There Was an Old Lady Who Swallowed a Bat. So I'm going to look at both of those and see which one, because I'm not going to get all 3 of them, so I'm going to get 2 of those 3 and see which one's the best. But I am going to check my library as well to see if they have them. And then for Spins a Web, there are 4 additional books that you could get. So one is Anansi the Spider, then there's Spiders by Gail Gibbons, and then there's a Diary of a Spider, and then there's The Very Hungry Spider. So I'm going to have a look at all of those and see which ones I think you might want. And then In a Pickle, I definitely want a Gardening Your Body, because that looks so cool. We've already got the bacteria book, because that's the one I picked. There's a microbes one, and I think possibly that one too, because that was a really good one. Anyway, I'm going to have a look on Amazon now, and then I'm going to check my library and see if they have any of those that I want to request. And then I'm going to do the same with our Journey Through Time. So our first unit is Prehistoric History, Stone Age and all that area. I think I already have most of the books, apart from a couple, which I did see a couple of them in my library. So there's 24 Hours in the Stone Age. I definitely want that one. So I'm going to check if my library has got them, because I don't think I want to buy that one necessarily. But if my library doesn't have it, then I might go ahead, because Usborne books is an Usborne one. Usborne books are always good to have on hand anyway. So yes, so that's our first, because what I'm doing is planning out our first 6 weeks of school, which is probably what I should have told you from the beginning. I'm planning out the first 6 weeks of school. But the Dining on Science might take us over because of the writing element, depending on how much of those we do. Because what I said was we do half of the lesson the first week and the other half the second week. But because some of them don't have, the ones I picked, not all of them have a large writing project, but even if they do, we could do that in our writing time anyway. So we might actually end up being able to do all 6 in the 6 weeks, doing one a week. So hang on, my computer's flashing. What are you telling me? Yep, So I'm going to go onto Amazon now and have a look at some books. Okay, so good news, they had a couple of in my library of the books I want. Not all of them, and some of them didn't have it all, but there was a couple, so I'm trying to reserve those ones. So that's good. At least I can get a couple of them from the library. It just makes me sad that they don't have any Magic School Bus books at all. I don't know why. It's a great series. They should have them. But they don't. So yes, that's where we're at. So I'm going to show my daughter the options for her Liz costume and see what she thinks. It's really hard to find a lizard costume. However, I found two that kind of look like a lizard. I did actually look at making my own, so I did think of getting green leggings, green t-shirt and then making a tail. But I actually have found a onesie style that kind of looks like a lizard. And I've also seen a headband and a tail that you could buy separately. If we were going to go with the leggings and t-shirt, then I'm just going to show her the options and see what she thinks. But for mine, Mrs. Frizzle outfit, Miss Frizzle, she married Mrs. Frizzle, Miss Frizzle's outfit. I was going to buy one, but they were ridiculously expensive. It was $40 for a dress, which was just a regular dress and all it did was have planets on it. And I'm thinking, I'm not paying $40 for that, that's insane. So what I think I'm going to do is just buy a t-shirt and use my old leggings that have got holes in, and then buy iron-on or sew-on patches of different fun things, and then just iron them on to the t-shirts and the leggings, or sew them on. I think that's what I'm going to do. So, and that can be my Miss Frizzle costume. Much cheaper than spending $40, that's insane. Going back to Dying on Science, which was actually yesterday, I was saying that I was going to do the 6 weeks planning. I realised that there's actually a physics lesson that's called The Haunted House. So that's going to be perfect. So I'm going to add that. Oh, I've just opened the wrong thing. I'm going to add that one in, and I might postpone one of them until the week after Halloween, just so we can get all our Halloween goodness in. So first day of school plans, let me just find this document. Oh, there it is. Okay, I opened the wrong thing. First day of school plans. We are going to do that Magic School Bus episode lesson. So the one about Liz, so about reptiles, and that's the one. Sorry, I'm just trying to, hang on a second, let me just find this file. Sorry, it kept opening the wrong thing, so I just had to find it. I'm just going to set the printer to print and I'll carry on talking. So I'm up to page 51 to 60. I printed up to 50 with the last round, so just so I don't mess up my numbers. Alright, so it's 51 to 60. It could also be because it's got so many pictures in it, but we'll see. Hang on a second. But I just think it's my printer. The software from my computer to my printer is not working as well as it should, which is why I can only do 10 pages at a time. Don't forget to check out the Cavalier Squad. I'll leave the link below. That's our channel for the puppies. They are 5 weeks old today, so I've been filming a little weekly video giving you an update as to their stage in life. I showed the labour video on there, the labour story, day in the life with 4 puppies at 4 weeks. So I've been doing a weekly update, so if you kids like dogs or you like dogs, then definitely check that channel out. I'll leave the link below. Anyway, back to what I was talking about. So first day of school plans. So we are going to do Magic School Bus theme. So my daughter is going to dress up as Liz. She's picked her costume and going to dress up as Miss Frizzle. I am definitely going to do what I said the other day, so long sleeve t-shirt, and my old leggings that have got holes in, and I'm going to get the patches that I either can iron on or sew on with all different, there's butterflies, there's animals, there's planets, there's like tons in this big pack that you can get of iron on patches. I'm just going to stick those all over my stick them all over my top and my pants, and either iron them on or sew them on, and that's going to be my Miss Frizzle costume. Much better than spending $40 on a dress that is not very good. Literally, it was blue with planets stuck on it. That was it, and they wanted $40 for that, so no. So that's going to be my costume. Then we're going to do episode 212, which is Cold Feet. So it's one of the biology lessons, and we're going to watch the Cold Feet episode. Then we're going to read the Magic School Bus Gets Cold Feet book, and then we'll go through the pages that are required as part of the lesson plans. So we've got the Encyclopedia for Animals, the Osborne Junior Science Dictionary, and then the Ultimate Reptopedia. Then we're going to watch a YouTube video called How Cold-Blooded Animals Survive the Cold, and then we're going to do an activity, warm-blooded and cold-blooded animals. Then we're going to draw a lizard. That's the dessert activity. And then we're going to do an experiment, which is going to be really fun. So we're going to make colour changing Play-Doh, and we're going to make cold-blooded creatures out of the Play-Doh once you've made the Play-Doh. So you just add thermochromic pigment to it, the Play-Doh, once you've made the recipe, and then it changes colour with heat or cold, and you can make creatures out of it. I thought that'd be really fun. And then if we get time, we will do a little activity, if I were a lizard for a day. So we'll just use one of the printables that came with the Dino Science to write a little story if I was a lizard for the day. So that's going to be the first day of school plans. So the first thing we'll do in the morning before we start is we'll do our This Is Me page, which is a printable from Teachers Pay Teachers that I made. So we'll do that. So it talks about her favourite food, you know, her favourite TV show, favourite, you know, animal and all that kind of things. And she can fill that out. Favourite memory, I think it is, not animal. Favourite memory. And she fills that out every year. It's like our little interview, I guess you could say, for the start of school. I'll give her a couple of little back to school gifts, you know, get our stationery out and everything else. And then we'll do the lesson plan for Magic School Bus. So we've got the episode to watch, some books to read, a little video to watch from SciShow. We've got an activity, we can draw a lizard, and then we can make our colour changing Play-Doh, which we can then make into cold-blooded creatures. And if we get time, we'll do it if I were a lizard for the day. If not, that will be our language art writing assignment for that week. So what we're going to do is we are going to start on the Friday. So we'll start school on the Friday. For the first day of school, we'll do all of this fun stuff. And obviously it's education, not just fun. But you know, all of the lizard lesson plan, because she's going to be Liz. And then we'll start our traditional curriculum the Monday with, you know, all our usual stuff. I just find that that works better. And what we'll also do is we'll have a little, you know, little tea party once we finish. So get the poetry book out and do, you know, little, she'll probably have hot chocolate or something. Although if it's really hot like it is now, she'll probably have chocolate milkshake. And I'll have tea, and we'll do, you know, little cakes and stuff. I might see if I can find a recipe off Pinterest to make lizard cupcakes or something like that. I think that'll be fun. So that's our first day of school plans. So I'm excited. It also seems to be coming around really fast. The holidays are going by so fast, but they always do. They always do. It's crazy. It goes by so fast. But I'm excited, and I'm just going to go and actually get started and to start all our new curriculum. I'm really looking forward to do Beowulf Language Arts. I'm really looking forward to do Dino and Science. I think it's going to be so fun. I'm really looking forward to do Journey Through Time. I'm just waiting for my library books that I ordered to come in. Some of them have, some of them haven't, so I'm not going to collect those today. I'm just going to go get these off the printer and then print another 10. So I'll speak to you soon. I'm just making my list of things that I still, sorry, I'm just checking where my printer's at, of things I still need to do. Oh, it's still printing, that's fine. Before we go back. Okay, I've just made my list of things that I still need to do before we start school. So I'm just going to show you what's on my, well, I'll tell you what's on my to-do list. So I have got tidy my big cupboard with all our games in and stuff. You saw that in a previous prep video. I've still got to do that. Tidy our game shelves, which is a separate shelf. You know those Calyx shelves? I have those. I need to tidy those. When I say mean tidy, I mean dust. And not that I don't do that throughout the year, I do, but over the summer I need to dust them and reorganize them. Or I also want to organize our STEM zone, so I'm actually going to change what's in the drawers of the STEM zone as well as make new labels. Oh, that reminds me, I need to make labels as well. Hang on. Make labels, make labels for them, and make labels for big shelf. So this is why it was actually helpful to read it out, because now I'm thinking, oh, I had something else I need to do. Just write it down. Okay, so organise the STEM zone and make new labels for the STEM zone. I also want to organise our writing zone as well and take out things that we're not using and put in things that we will be. I need to make my spelling board with the cardboard, what are they called? Display board things. I need to do that. I need to bind this maths and finish printing it, obviously. Then I need to plan the first 6 weeks of school. So I've already decided on the lessons for Dino and Science. I know for history we are just going to do the first unit, so that's easy enough. The rest of things in terms of planning, it's looking what projects there are to do in Beowulf Grammar and Beowulf Language Arts. It's looking, I already know for Friday what we're going to do with our vet unit, so I already know what we're going to do there. So it's just the other little bits, like our Africa unit, what we're going to do first for the first 6 weeks, and you know, just getting all those down into my planner. And that's that. Then the rest of the stuff I've got, fill work boxes, so put the work boxes, stuff in the work boxes for the first week of school. I want to make my daughter her new binder, so I'm just going to put in there things like her schedule, so that her checklist basically of stuff she's going to do, any like special reference charts or anything for certain subjects will probably go in there, so things like that. I want to print off our schedule as well. I'm going to make her, as I said, a checklist, which I haven't done yet, but I saw what's her name, Red Brick, what in the world are you doing, computer? The Red Brick Schoolhouse posted a free template that she uses, and of course it's got rainbows on, so of course I love it, and it's really cute. So I think I'm going to use that as like a little checklist, which you can edit yourself, and it's a free download from Teachers Pay Teachers. I'll put the link below if I still got it. I should do, because it's in my saved thing. And make her a little, you know, so she knows Monday what she's going to be doing, because now she's older, she asks that kind of stuff. When she was younger, she didn't really ask. You know, I'd say, okay, now it's time for maths, or now it's time for science, and she never really cared. She just went with the flow of the day. But as she's got older, she wants to know, which I would too. So she wants to know, you know, what she's going to be doing today, what she needs to do and stuff. So I'll get her checklist. It's not because I wanted to check a box or anything, it's because she genuinely asks and wants to know what's on her plan for today. I'm going to make her the Magic School Bus cover, because I still haven't done that yet, for her science, which is going to be, you know, with the actual Magic School Bus characters on it. And then I need to make labels for the big shelf in the schoolroom. And then one more thing for the first day of school, which we always do as well, is we always stick stickers on our notebooks and things. So we'll do that on the first day of school. I forgot to tell you that earlier. So that's my plan. That's what I'm going to do. I might leave this video here, I'm not sure. I'm going to say goodbye to you in case I do leave this video here. And if I don't, then I'll delete this bit out and you won't even see it. So I'll see you in our next prepping for 4th grade video, when I will hopefully be able to tick off several of these things on my list. So speak to you soon. Bye for now.